Hey, it's Wednesday, it's the Daily Dose, and maybe you heard the last two Daily Doses on Monday and Tuesday. You're like, oh, Adam, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, are you being biblical? So you're saying that my faith is like ineffective and potentially dead if I'm not doing something in terms of good works? Well, I didn't say it. Listen to what James says. He says it. The term that he uses is useless. Ooh. Yikes. Listen to what he says. He says in verse 20, he actually just doesn't say your faith is useless. He says that we're foolish. He said, you foolish person, do you want evidence that faith without deeds is useless? And then he gives us an example. Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? So he goes back to the Old Testament and he says, listen, he was justified by faith. Yes, he was, but he acted his faith out when he took his one and only son and he took Isaac onto Mount Moriah and he was about to sacrifice him. Verse 22, James says, you see that his faith and his actions were working together, just like Ozzie Smith at shortstop. Abraham, his faith and his actions were working together. And the scripture was fulfilled that says, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness, and he was called God's friend. You see that a person is considered righteous by what they do and not by faith alone. This is an amazing passage of scripture. I could make a whole sermon series on this. And you think about it. How many times do we say, man, I'm justified by faith alone? The whole doctrine, if you grew up Lutheran, me and Martin Luther, that was his whole deal, like faith alone. Yeah, but James says, proof's in the pudding. Like, you gotta have some actions. Maybe it's one of the reasons that Martin Luther wasn't a big fan of the book of James. I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.